What's going on with it, man? You already know what it is and who it is. It's the masterpiece, mouthpiece, simple to P. Speaking so fluently and eloquently in the spectacular vernacular called realism one more again. And before I even begin, allow me to get some information just in case if somebody decides to have a conversation with me later on. You can just simply go to Instagram, put in SIN, 2 underscores, FUL, jump into the DM and let me know that you come from my YouTube family. I'm also going to give you my government and my pavement information pertaining to Facebook. You can just go to Facebook or go in the search area and put in PHILLIPGILMORE. That's Philip Gilmore, and also my pavement, SINFULGILMORE. So we got Philip Gilmore and Sinful Gilmore. Also on my Snapchat, you know it's only for the ladies. It's not for the fellas. It's not for the fellas that have a desire to be ladies, and neither is it for the ladies that look like the fellas. It's only for those who are females who have evolved into beautiful, infinite-minded ass women. So if you've been attentive, you know what I mean, to this game, definitely come to Snapchat, say what's up, and let's socialize. Let's talk about it, one time. But getting right into it, there's a lot of people right now. Of course, now that Aretha's gone, everybody want to speak on her. And because, it's a way to generate views by putting something out controversial, by putting out lies. The lies is always more entertaining than the truth. And one thing that has been all over the internet is these lies concerning who was the father of Aretha's firstborn. And, because of, the adultery and the promiscuous acts, of C.L. Franklin, because C.L. did a lot of positive things, and I spoke on that, and I also want to speak on, the other things that are contrary to positivity, contrary to spirituality. Now I got to speak on the carnality. Yes, it is very true that Aretha Franklin's father, C.L. Franklin, had a whorehouse. The church house was the whorehouse. That is the truth. Back in those times, of course you had women coming from all over, to hear the man with the $1 million voice, the man that everybody wanted to preach like, everybody wanted to sound like. And, a lot of those women would come over to the church and, they'd be shouting and speaking in tongues and running all over the church. And then, after service was over, they was, having a funky good time with Mr. C.L. Franklin. Yes, C.L. Franklin was with the business when it came to carnality. It's no secret to that, and because of, his heavy indulgence, in these abominations in the congregation, Aretha Franklin got involved in fornication at a very young age. And by her father being the way that he was, when Aretha had her child, everybody thought that C.L. Franklin was the father of her firstborn. But truth be told, the father of her firstborn was Donald Burke. Donald Burke is the father of Aretha Franklin's firstborn. It was not C.L. Franklin. Her child was not had through incest. It was a young man that she was seeing at that time, in high school, by the name of Donald Burke. And she ended up giving birth to her firstborn. And everybody, of course, by her being so close to her father, and by her father, messing with Clear Ward, by her father messing with other gospel singers. I think he was actually messing with somebody else from the Jubilees. I forgot her name, but C.L. Franklin, man, was doing his thing. Back in them times, everybody wanted to preach like C.L. Everybody wanted to sound like C.L. And pretty much C.L. had accessibility, to any woman's coochie at that particular time. All of those women gravitate to power. His power and religiosity, helped him gain power and carnality. So when you went in C.L. Franklin's church, according to Billy Preston, you will see men having sex with men, women having sex with women, men having sex with women, women having sex with men. Everybody was just having a good time. They was having a wonderful fellowship in their minds, in their carnal minds. So, you know, a lot of people, of course, going to try to tarnish and diminish, you know what I mean, the legacy of Aretha Franklin, which they can't. You know what I mean? Oh my God, I didn't know that she had all of these children at such an early age. Well, when you grow up the way that Aretha grew up, it's pretty much expected. You know what I mean? It is what it is. But just to answer that and to keep that out of Aretha's legacy, no, she did not have sex with her father. You know what I mean? And no, that child was not by her father. You know what I mean? If you don't have anything that's irrefutable concerning that, you know, stop posting, you know what I mean, negative things about individuals, especially, you know what I mean, when they're dead. Aretha Franklin, you know what I mean, was the queen. You know what I mean? She will always be that. I love Patty, but at the end of the day, Aretha was the queen, man. You know what I mean? So I just wanted to give clarity and show a little charity for the time being. I hope you guys live as long as you want and never want as long as you live, man. Be blessed. One, stop lying. Start telling the truth.